Michelle here, and this is my makeup look for today. So this look is a blue gold smoky eye look, which was kind of inspired from MAC's latest collection, Hey Sailor. So this look I actually wore to work on Friday. Yes, I wore this look to work on Friday. I got a lot of compliments on it, so I figured I'd do a tutorial on it. Now, if you would like to see how I completed the look, keep on watching. So I'm going to start this tutorial with a bare face. So I've already applied my moisturizer and my primer prior to recording this. So now I'm just going to go ahead and apply my foundation. So next I'm going to apply my foundation, and I'm using Revlon Photo Ready foundation in the shade Caramel. So I place the foundation on the back of my hand, and to apply I'm using a foundation brush. You also want to make sure you apply that on your neck as well, just so everything looks nice and even. Next, I'm going to apply concealer in this area because these are the areas that I have most of my imperfections. So I have really dark circles, so I really want to cover those up. So I'm using MAC Studio Finish Concealer. And to apply, I used a concealer brush, and I'm just going to use my finger to pat that concealer into the foundation. So this is basically my everyday foundation routine. Next, I'm going to apply a loose mineralize powder by MAC, and this one is in the shade Dark. And I'm using a powder brush to apply. So I'm just patting the powder into the skin. This is just going to set my foundation and my concealer. Okay, so now that my face is complete, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows, and I'm using a dark brown eyeshadow. I'm using an angle brush. So I'm just outlining the shape of my brows. So you want to use a spoolie to brush that through, just so you don't have any harsh lines. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use the concealer Studio Finish in the shade NC42, and this is just going to define my brows even more. And I'm using a concealer brush, however you can use an angle brush as well to do this. And I'm placing this on the highest point of my brow bone. So I'm basically following the shape of my brow. And this is just going to give the brows a more defined, cleaned up shape. And I'm going to use my finger to blend this out. As you can see, I'm patting the concealer to blend it out. Next, I'm going to go ahead and apply Urban Decay Primer Potion, and this will prevent my eyeshadow from creasing up, and it's going to last longer throughout the day. So I apply this using my finger all over my eyelids. Next, I'm going to apply NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and this will act as a base for my eyeshadow. So by using a white base, this will help my eyeshadow color to be more vibrant. I'm also going to place this along my bottom lash line as well, because we're going to be applying eyeshadow there. And I'm just going to use my finger and blend that out. So I'm blending this all the way up towards my brow bone. Okay, so in my crease, I'm using a warm brown shade eyeshadow, and I'm just going to place this in my crease. For my highlight, I'm using Crystal Avalance by MAC, and it's a frosty white eyeshadow. And I'm placing this at the highest point of my brow bone. So next I'm going to go back into the eyeshadow duo, Shady by Loreal. And I'm grabbing that same brown eyeshadow and I'm going to mix the crease color with the highlight color. Okay, so my battery died, so I just went ahead and pretty much finished this side of my face. I'm going to go ahead and complete the other side. So on the center of my eyelid, I'm going to go ahead and apply a loose pigment by MAC. And this one is Old Gold. And I'm going to take my finger and apply this. You just want to pat that on with your finger. So now I'm taking one of my favorite blue eyeshadows from MAC, and this is Deep Truth. So it's a navy shimmery dark blue eyeshadow. And I'm using an oval blender eyeshadow brush, and I'm placing this on the outer corner of my eye. And I'm just using the brush to pat the eyeshadow on. And I'm also going to place this at the inner corner of my eye as well. I'm going to place the blue eyeshadow in my crease, and I'm using the same brush to apply. So you're basically outlining your crease. Next, I'm going to take my fluffy blending brush and just go ahead and start blending out the eyeshadow. So you just want to start blending that out and get rid of any hard edges. So I'm going back into the eyeshadow Deep Truth by MAC. So I'm just reapplying the eyeshadow in the crease. To blend the inner corner, I'm using the MAC 217 crease blender brush. So this is a smaller crease blender brush, so it will be easier for me to blend the inner corners instead of using that big brush. Next, I'm taking the eyeshadow Carbon by MAC, which is a matte black eyeshadow. And I'm going to place this at the outer corner of my eye in my crease. Next, I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline, and I'm using Smolder by MAC. I'm going to go ahead and use my pencil brush and just smudge that out. I wanted to give it that smudgy, smoky eye look on the bottom as well. So I don't know why I always do this, but yeah, I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. So for the inner corner of my eyes, I placed the eyeshadow Fresh Water. So this is the eyeshadow Fresh Water by MAC, and I placed that at the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm going to place along my lash line the eyeshadow Deep Truth. So I'm going to place this along my bottom lash line, and I'm using my same pencil brush to apply this. Now I'm going to go ahead and smudge that out using my pencil brush. So now that the eyes are complete, I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara. Now with this look, lashes are completely optional, so I'm going to apply mascara first. Okay, so next I'm going to apply my falsies. So I'm just going to use my finger to apply this. And you want to apply this at the root of your natural lashes. Now, next I'm going to contour the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm using a foundation powder that is 2 shades darker. And I also use this along my jawline. Next, I'm using a blush palette from Jordane Cosmetics, and this is a peach shade blush. And I'm going to apply this on the highest point of my cheekbone. Next, I'm going to use Revlon Colorstay Finishing Powder, and I'm going to place this as a highlight. So it's going to give my skin that nice glowy feel to it. Next, for the lips, I'm going to apply To Catch a Sailor, which is a tan frosty shade lipstick. And this one is by MAC.